Oh, shit. Let me get that off my shoulder.
This is how it happened. This is how Akasan reacted.
Akasan's honest reactions, Akasan. So, guys threw me back into the thick of this. Just the other day, I was just watching. I was watching something. The second, I believe, the second trailer for the Doomsday trailer and such, and I was showing one of my students, and he was like getting really psyched about it. I was like, this is pretty, like it got me back into the mode of feeling this Batman versus Superman trailer, and I went back on my reaction, that one reaction that I really enjoyed, the trailer that everybody hated, and the VGC actually, and if you don't believe me, check. I made a comment because somebody was asking me about something. The VGC he said something about the hype. How it was a hype trailer. It was set to get people hyped, and he said that I like hype trailers. And it makes sense because I thought that trailer was actually really good, right up there with the Civil War trailers, in terms of the hype level. But he said unfortunately the movie may not have that same amount of hype. Regardless, it made me think about something very important that I lost track of, like I lost sight of 3 months ago, is that the people that actually, the real deal motherfuckers, are the real Red Dreaded Nation that will comment, not the people that have just recently subbed or whatever, last couple months, but the real people. They know, that's the reason. They know the way I think, and they know there's certain points that I really like, and sometimes I go on a trite. I have trite points, and sometimes it's just my first impressions is like nitpicking, but I never forget who I am, and why my opinion is the way my opinion is. And like when I'm talking about Batman v Superman in private with actual real people, the agreements that we have of different elements of the movie or what have you not. That being said, rewatching that Doomsday trailer, I was like, oh shit, if the movie is like this, I'm gonna fucking love it. I want to see this scene because you guys requested I watch this scene, and I wasn't going to do it. I was just like, oh my god, I'm so done with dealing with this. But then I remembered that point, that one part that Bruce Wayne said, that son of a bitch, he brought the war to us. I always liked that. That was go back and see the original reaction. I'm not flip-flopping on this. I always thought that shit was pretty fucking dope. So here's a scene between Alfred and Bruce. Epic Ellen clip is what it's called. Let's see what's in store. And by the way, spoilers, guys. Like, if you don't want to, don't blame me for watching my reaction. I'm just saying, spoiler warning. I don't know what's in this clip. Let's check it out.
That son of a bitch brought the war to us 2 years ago. Jesus, Alfred, count the dead. Thousands of people. What's next? Millions. He has the power to wipe out the entire human race, and if we believe there's even a 1% chance that he is our enemy, we have to take it as an absolute certainty. And we have to destroy him. But he is not our enemy. Not today. 20 years in Gotham, Alfred. We've seen what promises are worth. 2 guys are left. How many stayed that way?
Goddamn! Hey! Huh. 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 I think somebody said, I think one of you guys, or a few of you guys, a couple months ago, or like a couple weeks ago, said something like there was a scene where there's a scene with Bruce Wayne talking about the 1%. He's like, he is Bruce Wayne. Let's see this again one more time. that was actually really good. The war to us. He actually changed his voice. It wasn't a lot of Affleck-isms in there. That was actually actual good acting for once. Hold on, let's watch it one more time. And also, I wanted to also... Shut up. Okay. Also, I was thinking about the fact that Lion King, I like Scar. So I like Jeremy Irons' voice. And he might also be the very unsung co-supporting hero in this. Like, I think Jesse Eisenberg and Jeremy Irons are actually... These two are going to bring something out that's going to, like, really help set the table. Unsung. Uncredited. Here we go.
That son of a bitch brought the war to us 2 years ago. Jesus, Alfred, count the dead. Thousands of people. What's next? Millions. He has the power to wipe out the entire human race, and if we believe there's even a 1% chance that he is our enemy, we have to take it as an absolute certainty. And we have to destroy him. But he is not our enemy. Not today. 20 years in Gotham, Alfred.
I like that.
We've seen what promises are worth. You guys are left. How many stayed that way?
Actually, I'm even more intrigued about how many people broke their promises. Is he making a hint at Jason Todd, or which characters flipped basically from heroes? All right. I need to talk to my homie Matthew about this one. Matthew Clary on Twitter. He's part of my council, the League of Akasans, or so to speak, in terms of this point, this writing, I like a lot. If the writing stays strong, because I do believe in Chris Terrillo. When Goyer was the one writing, I was like, fuck that shit. But I do believe, this was my saving grace, like, no to Snyder, no to Frank Miller, but I remember reading that article that Affleck and Terrillo, that came in, because say what you will about Affleck's shitty acting, his directing is very good. I liked Argo, the directing part of it. His directing is done very well. And then when he has a good director behind him, like in Gone Girl, it's actually he does very well when they have the right role for him. But anyways, when I read that Affleck was on board for the project, and he was like, yo, what the fuck is this script? And he brought in Terrillo, and they threw that shit out and like really chopped it up. I'm like, okay, you know what? This might really work. So just hearing that dialogue, for reals, just hearing that dialogue really makes me think that there's something more that can save this project from Snyder's cartoony kind of writing, or directing and imagery. Like, if there's actually some substance, and I know people are gonna get mad about it, I don't give a shit. Like, I'm it's funny because I think people sometimes feel like even when I'm praising a point, there's still, it's like a backhanded compliment, but it is very true. Like, Snyder, his work is never, there's not any substance to his work ever. It's beautiful imagery, but cartoony imagery, but the substance is more than most times lacking, if the original content that he's taking from, usually Miller, is missing. It isn't strong to begin with. So, but what was I talking about? Anyways, really interesting. All right, guys. Well, next week, just let me know. Now, I hope this helps explain things for you, so to speak. I hope this explains things, and let me know now you kind of see where I'm going for. Like, if it's even close to the level of The Dark Knight in terms of, now I'm not talking about the acting, just the script itself, where it actually helps, it still stays relatable. It's a strong script, the characters are brought out strongly, and you can actually see the point that I won't say the director this time, but you can see the point that the script is trying to get across, basically. This could very well be a damn good movie. But if I go in by myself, like, I can't go in. I've realized from last week, one of my fans, Subs, he made a good comment about going in with an open mind or something like that. But I think, for me, we're far too past that. Like the Killing Joke. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's far too late for that now. But yeah, open mind, not an open mind, but if they can keep that tone, I think that'll work. And I did read an early review in the sense that you can't really compare the Dark Knight Batman, Christian Bale, versus Affleck's Batman, because this isn't really spoilerish because it's Frank Miller, so of course you already know. In the Dark Knight, Bale was, or this Bruce Wayne was someone who felt like Batman, the mantle of the Bat could be passed on to someone. He was already at that point in his life where it was time to, he wanted to move on. In the Batman, the weapon of the Batman he was over. He just wanted to try and be happy, which is something that was very traditionally not utilized with Batman's life. Made Kevin Smith cry. But the Miller-ish Batman, he sees Batman as, or Bruce Wayne, he sees Batman as something that is a part of him forever and will die with him, so to speak. 24/7, he is Batman, so to speak. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. What do you guys think? He brought the war to us. That's exactly. Let's see. If they keep it that strong, I think I can, just like the Dark Knight, if the story is strong enough, I can look past the fact of how goofy Batman looked in that interrogation scene with the Joker, because Joker was owning him in that role, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, he looked like a raccoon and shit in that interrogation scene, like Joker, but it was written so well that you could kind of look past that kind of that stuff. Like, you want to kill me? Like, you could look past it because it was done so well. This might be the same case, hopefully, if not better. Wow. Let's hope for the best, guys. 1 week. Good luck, everybody, to all of you, and let me know how it goes. And if it is good, if you guys understand what I'm trying to explain to you now, let me know how it is, and I will gladly give money to the studio if it's that tone of movie. But if it isn't, and if it's sloppy, we don't give money to people that don't deserve it. That's how they win. They brought the war to us. All right, Red Dread Nation, stand up, speak up, let me know what you think below.